Right, it's time for Ask. This is where we answer all of your mountain bike related questions. So please comment below with any more questions for next week's show or send them in to ask@gmbn.com. I'm just going to fire away now. It's a question straight for Blake.
Whoa,
okay, so Jan Duras says, I've got an old MTB bike and it's got some pretty narrow bars. I want to upgrade them to something around 720, but the problem is all the new bars are 31/8 or bigger.
Yeah, yes.
My stem's an old one, so is there any way to fit the bars on my bike without buying loads of new stuff?
I think search the internet, put it into Google. There is a few companies out there that are still doing these bars, especially DMR bikes. They have these bars. They're retro steel bars, a little bit on the heavy side, but they do cater. Bike. They will fit your bike, yeah.
That's the way to do it. I love this guy's name, Megahef. I'm
Good
6'5", and I'd like to know if riding a dirt jump frame for street is okay for a man of my size.
It is, yes. I don't see why not.
The strongest bikes you can get, really.
Exactly, they are. Yeah.
Go for it. Don't let that hold you back.
No.
Jack Parrick. Sometimes when I jump at my local pump track and jump park, just before landing, I accidentally turn the bars and I crash.
Oh.
How can I get my confidence up and stop doing it?
Well, I just relax more. Kind of well, I can imagine you going jump and then going, kind of stiffening up.
Dead sailor.
Dead sailoring, yeah. So kind of relax more. Keep your body in a right good position. Keep, just be a little bit more supple in the air. Don't freeze up because you are going to tense up and go off piste.
There you go. Practice and chill out.
Yes.
Basically. Robert Townsend. I'm returning to mountain biking after 15 years. Good
man. Well done.
On technical fast downhill trails, I'm finding myself more out of breath than I am on the climbs.
I know.
What is this?
I do this. Is you hold your breath all the way down the hill and you're like, you just relax, concentrate, breathe. Like you would if you're pedaling up a hill. You're breathing.
Yeah, when you're pedaling, you get into rhythm. You're breathing, yeah. So
exactly.
Find a way of doing that when you're riding, basically.
But I do that. I do tense up when I'm going downhill. Flat out, I'm like...
Don't hold your breath.
Don't hold your breath. Breathe.
Okay, and for 10 ways to improve your fitness, here we go.
Give yourself a solid warm-up. Personally, I know that if I go off really hard straight away, my ride will probably be cut short. So give yourself a good 10 or 15 minutes of gentle spinning before you up the pace. Whilst it's tempting to stop at the top of every climb, try and keep going and keep your average heart rate up for the whole ride. Basically, keep going. Try and change up the sort of riding you do. If you normally do 1 or 2 hour trail centre type rides, challenge yourself to do some further miles, get out and do some proper cross-country riding. Try changing your cadence and getting away from your natural cadence. At the end of a ride, I like pushing a really big, hard gear if I've got energy left, just to get my legs burning and work those muscles slightly differently than my natural cadence.
Sia Badilla asks, I wanted to buy a fat bike, but ended up with a Rock Rider 540. Well, Neil will be very happy about that. That's a decathlon, I think, that bike.
Yeah,
I was wondering if I can upgrade my 27.5 by 2-inch tyres to something a bit more rubbery, something 2.8 or more.
Ooh.
I don't think you'll fit that.
I don't think you would fit that in that bike, to be honest. Yeah.
2.4, 2.5.
Yeah, which
maybe.
is still a wide tyre,
It's
isn't
a huge tyre.
Yeah, it's
what
still
the
a
downhill
big tyre.
boys use.
Yeah.
Go to your local bike shop and politely ask them if they can try a few different size wheels in there, just to see what size you'll get away with.
Good advice.
In your frame before you spend. So Sister Young says, good day GMBN team, can you make a video comparison between Shimano and SRAM?
Oh, I think we could, couldn't we?
Probably could, yeah. I reckon that's on the cards. Cheers for the idea.
Yeah.
Stefan Dirk says, hey guys, my new bike's got a hole in the crank to one side of the bottom bracket as well as at the top of the fork. I'm assuming dirt, mud and water will get in here, so should I plug them up to stop it getting rusty?
Well, if you're going to plug it up, it's going to get in there somehow. It needs to drain out.
Oh yeah, you don't want it to stick around.
Don't want it to stick around.
That does cause corrosion.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And worse for your bearings.
Yeah, you're better off just maintaining your bike, keeping it clean, keeping an eye on it, let it all drop
Especially when you go on a winter trip or like some horrible muddy trip and you're going to get mud everywhere. Give your bike a good old clean.
Yeah, don't be tempted to fill in any of those drain holes in your bottom bracket either. They're to let the water out if it does get in.
Exactly.
So to prepare your bike for winter, all of those sort of tips, check this out.
Winter is coming. Bearings take a lot of work in winter with all the wet and the grime getting into them. So things like your headset, your full suspension pivot bearings and your bottom bracket could really do with being cleaned and greased. Another way of waterproofing your frame and making sure no water gets down inside there is try and seal the seat post. So either using grease or if you've got a carbon fibre frame or seat post, use a bit of fibre grip, and just that layer of something is going to stop water getting down and into your frame and potentially wearing your bottom bracket really fast.
Bing bong.
Part 3, yes.
Okay, Raymo Vahar says, I was wondering how I can diagnose if I bent my cranks or the spindle.
Ooh. Give it to your mate. Let him ride your bike.
Yeah, good tip.
Because you were going to get so used to those bent cranks. My brother's, here's an example, my brother's cranks are bent. And he was like, I can't get, what's wrong with my bike? So I got on his bike, took it for a ride, and I was
Noticed
like,
it straight
what?
away.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Bent cranks or bent pedals. Either way.
There you go, good tip. T-Rex from Colorado says, when people are racing downhill, what does it mean when the guys at the side of the track are blowing the whistle when a rider goes past?
Why?
You want to know why?
Yeah.
They're marshals, so they're just whistling to let the next marshal down know the rider's safely gone through.
There you go.
And it also means if you're a spectator and you're walking up the course and you hear a whistle, don't cross the trail because it means
Get up.
someone's coming fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Ludvig Salstrom from Sweden. I'm looking for a new bike and I really need some help.
Okay.
At the moment, I've got a hardtail. I'm positive I need a full suspension bike for the type of riding I like. I like to go to the local trails, but I also like to go big mountains, bike parks, enduro and downhill. Everything. Basically.
Okay.
So do I go for a trail bike with 140, 150 travel or an enduro bike with up to 180?
Trail bike.
I'd say a trail
140,
bike
150.
all day long.
All day.
Less
Perfect
bike will make you ride better and you'll have more fun because you'll ride it in more places. Malcolm from Lincolnshire. Hey Malcolm.
Hey, Mike.
Malcolm.
Hey, Malcolm.
I've got a carbon bike and some of the rubber chainstay protectors need fixing down on their edges, but I'm not really sure what's safe to use. There's a lot of talk about this, so obviously epoxy is used within carbon, so you could use an epoxy, but I wouldn't recommend it because you don't want to disrupt your frame at all. You can use some sort of silicone adhesive that you get in hobby kits, they're quite safe to use, but they're not that grippy on the carbon itself. What I would prefer to use is Sugru, which is a self-setting rubber. It's totally non-damaging to the carbon. And also you can get this rubber mastic tape from 3M. So I'm just going to throw you to sort of a pro hacks video that I recently did, and you can see those right in there. Whilst getting your bike set up is a relatively straightforward process, the thing that really defines your mountain bike as your bike is the little custom tips and tweaks you can do to it. So with that in mind, when I have my own bike, what I like to do is get suspension dialed in, and then after that, these are my 7 best tips and tweaks.
Cool. That mastic stuff's pretty good, eh?
Yeah, I'll make
Super
sure,
quiet.
Yeah, silent bikes.
Wow.
Okay, so Isabel Shea says, I just broke my rear derailleur and shifter in a gnarly crash. Is it now the time to switch from 111 from 3x7? Taking into consideration I've got a one-piece shifter and brakes. It's pretty expensive doing that sort of upgrading. So as well as your brake and shifter, you've got to get a dedicated chainring, cassette and rear mech.
Yeah.
I'd probably continue with what you've got, to be honest, and wait till the whole lot is worn out and then move on after that.
Good advice.
Tom 1. I want to put a front brake on my dirt jump bike, but still want a bar spin, but I don't want a gyro.
You can run your front hose through your stera tube down there. That can work, but you're going to have to do a little bit of modification. You can get these things, you can buy them off the internet. Now you can do it, but if you can't, you've got to cut your star nut, cut one of your little bits off, and
feed the cable
through there, and then drill out your top cap.
That sounds like a little hack that I reckon you should do.
Ooh.
Make a cool video on actually how to do it.
It's a good idea.
Perfect. Dave Lanky, I was thinking of putting quick links in my chain to simply make it easier to remove and clean, but would it create a potential weak spot compared to more permanent chain? See, it doesn't, but you don't really want to be splitting those to rejoin them because they're normally a single fix.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw you straight to 3 ways to join a chain because it's a formative video and it'll tell you what you need to know. Chain is one of the most important parts of the bike. It has to go through a hell of a lot of stress. If it wasn't enough that it has to put up with the torque that your leg power puts through it, it also has immense twisting forces from all of the gear range. So it's not surprising here and there you snap a chain. So here's 3 ways to rejoin your chain. Quick fire round?
Yes, go for it.
You ready?
Yep.
Rickety Gem 13, can you ride park on a hardtail?
Of course you can.
Josh Rodriguez, can Bing Bong play ping pong? That's a good one.
Yes, I think I can. Ping pong,
Anthony Mal, can we have another hardtail week please?
Please. Yes.
That's a yes. Dylan Rodriguez, how come mountain bike brands don't make more XXL full suspension bikes?
Because it's why you don't.
Do you know what? I struggle with that as well. There are some really good XL bikes out there. You just got to search for them and you'll find them. Hunter Carney, what is boost on forks?
120. 110, sorry.
110.
110.
That's right, yeah. Original is 100mm, so it's just an extra 10mm spacing. Fit a bigger tyre in, basically. Brad Stiff, how come you guys don't wear sunglasses?
I always do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
When it's sunny.
Too often.
Dave Harding, Can you do something on winter riding and clothing?
Yes, we can. Winter is coming, and we can.
And Ivo says, what is the easiest bike to learn bunny hops on?
Hardtail.
Boom. Done.
Done. Quickfire run. Done.
You know what it's time for? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so Wyman Basson says, I'm struggling to get distance from my manuals.
Ooh.
So what can I do to get more distance?
No pedaling.
You're the manual king here, so let's have a look at this. Well, queen, maybe.
Wow, that's a challenge.
Looking pretty good, actually.
Squished it in, lifted it,
Back.
got it back. Yeah,
Still not high enough to me.
Yeah, no. To get that balancing point, it's further than you think. So you got to lean back a little bit more. It'll feel like you're going to go off the back, but that's when you're feathering the rear brake to stop you from doing that.
He looks quite rigid as well.
Yeah,
bend his legs a bit.
Bend your knees a bit more, I guess. Yeah, bend your knees a bit more. Lean back a little bit more.
Fair effort though.
Yeah, that is a good effort.
Good work.
Wow, that looks like Table Mountain in the background. Cheers, Wyman, for sending that in to correct me if I'm wrong. It's pretty good, but just try and find that balancing point. Also, just feather that rear brake to stop you from going off the back. But we love answering all your questions that you send in. So send them to ask@gmbn.com or in the comments down below.
Yeah, please keep sending them in. We love that stuff. If you want to see Remy Metallier's pro bike check, click right down here.
Very good one. And if you want to see 9 Nights and what it's all about, where I went and took part in this whole event that takes a whole week, click just down here.
Don't forget to click on the globe to subscribe. There's a brand new video every single day.
Yeah, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up like.
Oh yeah.